Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to do you a grand solid for free. I'm going to give you the number one tip to help you get your credit together. You're gonna need a pen, you're going to need a pad, you're going to need some paper, because you are not going to want to miss this, because the number one tip may be something that you probably didn't even think of. Let's jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, your esteemed Professor Christopher. And I'm here again with another week of Talk to Me Tuesday. For general housekeeping, of course, if you have any additional inquiries or you want to see exactly which services I provide, or you want to read about the reviews that I have, you can go to my website, www.archerfinancialservices.org. Again, that is www.archerfinancialservices.org. All right, so y'all ready for the tip? It's the number one tip to help you get your credit together. The number one tip is you have to make sure that your personal identifications are on point. And the reason why I say this is number one is because if your identifiers don't match up, it doesn't matter what you have on your credit report. It don't matter what the score is. If they cannot confirm your identity, you can just pack it up and go on back to the house, because in goodwill, they are not going to pass on your information as is. So yeah, I mean, just think about it, okay? So your name is your name, right? Is it spelled right? Is it spelled wrong? If it's spelled wrong, you might want to get it fixed. If it's spelled right, then move on. Your birthday, is it right? How do they have it? If it's wrong, of course, then you want to get that corrected. If it's right, then you want to move on. Your current address, is it the address that you live at now? If it ain't, you might want to get that adjusted. If it is, move on. They got maybe some old addresses on there for you. If you never lived at a certain spot, you can have that taken off, because again, that's an identifier. You never lived there, so that's inaccurate information. Take it off, man. You take that off. You get the gist of what I'm saying here, okay? Personal identification on these credit reports is important. You want everything to match, especially if you're trying to make a purchase or if you're trying to fix your credit altogether, right? A lot of times people move and they may not adjust their ID, or the credit bureaus may not have caught on to it. So people get to pulling your information. Oh, the info on your ID doesn't match the info that we have in this system. We pull it directly from Equifax. There's nothing that I can do. If the information doesn't match, then my hands are tied. And then you oh man, well, what do I need to do? Oh no, I didn't know. What do you mean? How, and everything else. And then that person is just going to be sitting there like, bro, I just read this information. I can't tell you what to do. They're going to assume that you're an adult and you know how to do these kinds of things. You may run into people who will tell you exactly what to do. Who knows? It's a mixed bag. I can't predict that part. But what I do need for you to know is that you, a responsible adult, need to go over your credit report before you do anything. Don't just go out here raw, not knowing nothing. You out here cold, and these people are about to They about to do all kind of crazy things to you. They gonna juke you out your shoes. You ain't gonna know what's going on. Like, you gonna be discombobulated, and that's not what we want for you. We want you to be in the know. We want you to be able to get whatever you want without having any major issues, especially if you have the credit score to get what you want, but your personal identifiers are not right. We want everything to be accurate. We want everything to be smooth. We want your process to be like this, just boom. Get what you want. Have a ball. Have it all. But you won't be able to get there until you fix that information. Now, if that's not the number one tip for you, then I don't know what else could be. You know, it's not score. It's not the mix of credit. It's not anything else. The number one tip. The number one tip. Personal identifying information. Fix it if it ain't fixed. It's gems, man. All gems. Hopefully, hopefully the people are going for it,